if you're definitely gonna fight about something, it's got to be about motherfuckers taking your money.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta be worried about that.
How about we got
Right,
$1,200 for a 9-month pandemic?
Yeah.
Fuck out.
Everyone get fucked over our money, especially Boosie. 20 million. Apparently, Mark Zuckerberg. What?
Yeah, so Boosie was talking about he's planning to sue Mark Zuckerberg. What was it, $20 million? Yes, he told Vlad TV that IG
Fuck
banned.
Vlad TV, first of all.
Yeah, fuck Vlad. The fact that some of these people still go that claim they the realest street dudes when they know Vlad is FBI.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's really FBI. Like,
Well,
give me
I
that
mean,
because I don't know.
he
I know
asked-
That's the rumor in the
He
industry.
asked the questions that really push the
Incriminate
envelope.
people.
It's
Right, it's kind of like
There's
he
so
asked
many
that
people
shit.
that got in trouble
It's like,
incriminating themselves on it.
you said you killed this guy on this and
He
that
asked
in
those
your
questions.
rap
I
lyrics.
got you.
Yes.
It's like, can you elaborate more on
Yes.
that?
Like, how did it go down? So, like, you were in the alley and like, you knew he was there, or you didn't know he was
Or
there.
did,
Like,
did somebody tell you that he was going to be
And
there?
then, where did you get your gun from? Like, did you purchase that legally, or was it one of those like scratch all things?
It's like, for people that still go to
That's when
Vlad
you need
TV.
a PR dude on the side. It's like, no.
Oh no, he's his own PR dude, and
Exactly.
he wins lawsuits because Rick Ross tried to sue him for I don't know how much, a lot of money, and Vlad won.
yeah, because it's like,
it's
you read
like-
your mouth.
it's like
I didn't
journal-
edit this.
Yeah, and he like took the side of like his journalism or some shit like that. I was like,
Yeah,
no,
it's-
you the fucking feds.
Yeah. So Boosie told Vlad TV that the IG ban caused some of his business ventures to tank. He says the $20 million figure is what he lost when his original account was deactivated. It doesn't appear that he's actually filed the suit yet.
Oh, so he's just putting it out there.
Because I'm sure somebody's telling him that Mark Zuckerberg got enough money to have you in debt with lawyer fees
Bro,
before
yes.
you ever see that
Yeah,
$20
yeah.
million. They gonna do all that lawyer shit. We're gonna maintain in 2 months. We're gonna come back. We're
Zuckerberg
gonna
is running them calculations right now. He said
I can milk this motherfucker
There's-
out in
he's
6 months.
there's a 90% chance that I could get this this dude for everything he got.
Somebody in his corner is like, bro, before you even get to the case of the $20 million, he will lawyer you the fuck. You will be paying lawyers, because lawyers be charging like $600 a text when you want to send them
Crazy,
information, or you
dude.
I need you to make this call to this. They're gonna charge you $400 a call. So Zuck could just have your lawyer making career money off your dumb ass before it's a lose-lose for him.
Yeah.
One, I probably shouldn't say this about another black man because it's Boosie, but I'm curious to see what Instagram ventures you had that you lost $20 million.
20 million, bro.
Like,
last time
I know some brand deals, but
Yeah.
you're still Boosie. So how you not getting those? You have another Instagram, so how come you can't redo it?
Yeah,
I mean, we can link different apps and shit. Why can't you link your income, bro?
I don't think Boosie lost $20 million.
I don't think so.
Are you saying he bow wowing?
I don't think it was $20 million.
I don't think it was 20 million.
I don't know, bro.
Maybe a couple million at least. But he's
Maybe.
probably off the potential that it could have made him.
That's probably what he did.
Yeah.
He probably had somebody go, okay, our Fashion Nova deal is $1 million.
projected numbers.
You were shut down for 20 days. You were making $1 million every 3 days, so $1 million every 3 divided by 20 days. That puts you
That
at
makes
about, you would
sense.
have like $15 million.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, so maybe you're right. You're right. Because I didn't want to say that anyway because he was black. But you're right, though. If you accumulate the days of what he would have made individually, it could be at $20 million.
Right. But
but he was banned because of the pussy shit, correct?
think
Am I
so.
correct?
Right.
I
he's
would like
trying-
to say so.
Which is against the bylaws and the
Yeah.
rules.
He's trying to
against
say
TOS
racial
because
discrimination.
you can't even twerk on live as quarantine radio is shown because they banned Tory
Right.
off of that for that.
So he's saying they pinpointed him because like there could be millions of people showing naked shit. And there's a lot of porn
There is,
stars
yeah.
be getting tagged in scenes, but I was like, you ever
Then
thought
you
that
can just
maybe
take it to
because
Twitter for
you're Bootsy and
Yeah.
it's easier to identify when you do when you break the rules than if I did it? Maybe that's
Because you
something.
kind of have a record of putting pussy lips on live.
And you're kind of famous. I don't know. You make $20 million on brand deals.
And you kind of
so-
got that check mark.
Yeah. So they probably do a quick scan. Like, let's do all blue checks
Zuckerberg
first.
already got
All the blue
Yeah.
checks for is that ass or titties? All right,
Zuckerberg
bam,
already
bam.
got the archive of lives, and he's like, "Oh yeah,
You
that
wanna
one,
do
that one's
this?
that's against TOS.
wanna do
that
this?
one's a little questionable. That one for sure is against TOS.
And he went against Dwayne Wade's transgender child. He's gonna throw the gay thing, and that's gonna shut
bro,
Boosie completely
yeah,
down,
yeah.
bro. Yeah,
100%.
you discriminated.
He
I
did
didn't.
that.
He said like he don't understand it, and that's not right to allow that his kid to identify as a woman, and he's too young to understand that. But he's Southern. I grew up in the South,
Yeah.
so I know that's the Bible Belt, bro.
Yeah.
They coming out gay in the South
Whip your
is if you want to come out gay, move to San Francisco or LA first.
You'd be excommunicated.
They would probably kill you in the South, depending on how deep in the South you are if you came out gay. Seriously. So that's how far behind they are. So I get where he's coming. I don't get what he's saying, but I get.
Right.
He's an old school Southern dude.
I don't think it comes from a place of hate or malice. I think it's just like
how they were raised.
They don't understand. Yeah. It's more of like that's not normal.
That's not a real man. Like, you're letting this boy identify as a girl. Like, a lot of arguments with that, and we stumble
I mean, it could be malice, too. I don't know.
It could be malice, but a lot of arguments with kids when it comes to gender stuff is they're too young to understand. And then the argument for those for it says you're born that way, so if they feel it, they feel it.
And at a point, it gets subjectified. It's like, it can go both ways, you know,
That's
arguments.
the tough part, bro.
Yeah. There's a big gray area in that middle.
You're not allowed to say that it's a learned behavior.
Nope.
You're not allowed to say that.
Not anymore.
And you're not allowed, which...
Oh, so now you got to be born with it? Like, that's the only... What do you mean?
That's
according to those that are gay, they say that...
According to the LGBTQI
according to that community, they're born that way.
Right, and you'd be lying to yourself if you're saying that it was learned.
You
learned it.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, even though you're not allowed, and we're not going to go into this topic, but these are the questions I like. You're not allowed to say which one is fucked up. You should be allowed to say what the fuck you want, right? But I always bar the question with bisexuals.
Yeah.
Is you're born bisexual?
Right, I feel like everyone's taking advantage of the whole situation. They getting best of both worlds.
Right.
To them?
Right.
But the one that I get is like, the argument that I get is that even straight like families, they kind of train their kids to kind of be straight.
To be heterosexual,
Yeah, to be heterosexual.
You
and
are
what's
who you
the
are.
difference of, gay parents or just parents in general, just, training their kid to be homosexual?
But you see, that's the issue.
And that's
the issue you just said was that the heterosexual parents train their kids to be heterosexual, right? The argument for the gays is you're born that way. You aren't taught that way. So then, to your point, if you're saying what's the issue to teach them the gay lifestyle, then you're agreeing that it's a taught behavior, and that's where the issue comes in, is that you're teaching children the gay behavior.
That is true.
That's
think
the issue.
so.
So
You
if you're
just
born,
checkmated me.
that's what I'm saying. If you're born with it,
Yeah.
then I can say that I'm not taught heterosexual. I was born heterosexual.
Right.
You can't say
And then they'll
that
just
you were
allow-
raised up in this hypersexual world that made you love women. No, I was born heterosexual. That's why I love women.
Well, I think it's more of a guidance. Like, they want to guide their kids to be a hetero, but sometimes they'll grow up and then
Like what they
family
like.
members see it, or the father looking kind of different, the way they're talking, the way they dress, or what they're watching on you. Their idols and shit. So I think that's when people in the homosexual realm are like, yeah, you're born with it.
But they
But I
say
mean, you can also be just androgynous, like Prince.
True.
Right?
Yeah, it's like it's not clear.
Because they say no matter when you come out, you can come out at 25, 26. You were born. You were just suppressing it.
Right,
And so the argument against it is the scientific argument. It's not even I don't even care for the religious argument
for that.
It's a scientific argument.
Yeah.
It's procreation. It's the world was built to do certain things. Plants, photosynthesis, things that we have no control that they do. Butterflies, bees, pollen. So in order for a population to continue, there has to be a heterosexual act.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Reproduce.
Now you can, in 2020, there's man-made hospitals that can inseminate couples. Now that's not natural.
And then you can have like lab, babies, basically.
Exactly.
Or surrogates.
Or surrogates. Which is not another thing that's not natural.
Right.
So the argument
they got
for
commercials
science,
for those, by the way. It's crazy.
natural is if this was built, whoever you believe built this.
Right.
Let's say if I built this. And I built it. Oh, okay. So sex creates human. Okay, so then we'll give the male parts the one that shoots the semen, and we'll give the woman parts the eggs. From science, that it shows you that those two match. We're not even talking about who loves a woman or man. It's just one has eggs and one has sperm. Together, they make a child. If one and both have the same, they don't create. So then, from that standpoint, that's when people argue it's impossible to be born with that DNA if that doesn't go with the gene code of creating population. Why would you be born to like the opposite and go against your animal instincts of procreating?
Right.
That's the argument of born. Okay. And that's why people go with it's learned. Like, sure, and people say if you're raised in a homosexual environment, you become. But Bianca knows somebody who had 2 moms and she's married to a guy. So there's arguments to just because she was raised in that environment, she didn't take it on. So it's all over the place. At the end of the day, though, it's like, who cares, right?
Right.
I think the only argument is when it comes to legislation, legal stuff. That's when they want to put what it really is, and because benefits and all marriage and all that shit. But overall, I don't give a fuck. What you like?
Yeah, do you think?
Don't care.
Man.
Just stay away from children. Don't be a pedophile.
Right.
And don't fuck with animals, I guess, would be the only
And I don't think we got to worry about anything from the gay community. Like, I wouldn't mind, to be honest, living in the gay community.
I've
like, it'd probably be like the
I've
clean
gone to gay clubs.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's popping in there.
I like.
Neighbors
I'm
gotta
all
be nice.
for that, but I don't want to give them, because they would tell you too. I don't want to give them the benefit of the doubt that because they're gay that everything is awesome. Like they got drama, they got pedophiles, they got rapists, they got racist, sexist people, and they got people who hate non-gay people.
Like from what I've experienced, like the gay relationships don't really last that long. From what
that's true, but what I mean is like if I gotta, let's say in the future,
but then again, with every relationship as well.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't really say.
That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to, because he was saying like the neighborhood would be great, and it's true. That's the stereotype.
Like if a girl's gotta walk to my apartment in a gay neighborhood or a normal neighborhood, I mean, chances are.
What is a lesbian? A butch? She beat her ass.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like,
probability,
people are going to be people, If someone's going to do some harm, they're going to do some
harm.
Right, but the probability of violence breaking out in a gay community is probably a lot lower than.
Well, then again, then you got to look from the outside in, because then you got other people being homophobic, and they do hate crimes against gay people.
That's true. That's very true.
Which goes in line with the mass shit. You're corny.
Yeah.
If you hurt somebody because of who they like, and they've never done anything to you, like you're really gonna hurt somebody because they like the same sex.
That screams insecurity.
Screams insecurity, and you whack, bro.
And you're just.
And I bet the same person don't wear a mask.
Just an evil people.
Just
an evil person. You're just not a good person.
Not a good person.
Just evil.
I'm all for everything. It's just whenever it comes to the argument part or the debate, I'm never one to say it's this or nothing. Because it's okay to say that when it comes to gay stuff, right? It's like, oh, you can't do that. But then guess what? That translates to politics. That translates to other things.
Right.
You want it at every level to be able to be discussed. You don't want it. You don't want at one level.
You don't want to exclude
not be.
Anybody else. Right.
If somebody don't believe that you're born that way, like for instance, let's say if I don't believe you're born gay, right?
Yeah.
That shouldn't then mark me as somebody who is homophobic and hate gay people or whatever. I should be able to have that opinion and move forward.
Right.
Like I could be, and that's the truth. It's like if whatever somebody believes, as long as like harmful, like if I say all gay people are murderers, then you should probably have a problem with that. Like you shouldn't think that way. But if I just believe how you become gay, whether it's born or learned, what does that change as far as the relationship? Like what is it fighting for? Like I guess I don't know that argument why they're so against people saying it's a learned behavior.
I don't know.
Why would they be so mad at that? If anybody listening to that's heavily in that community, or if you're gay at all, I'm speaking from an ignorant standpoint. I never research what's the argument against somebody saying you became gay. You weren't born gay.
Right. You should
Is
be
that
able to have
I'm guessing it like well, at least from what my interpretation is, it kind of just dehumanizes them. Like
really,
it just says like you weren't born this way. Like you were learned. Like you didn't have your own choices. You didn't make your own choice. Like you're not your own person or something like that.
I can understand that.
I kind of get it from that aspect.
Right. But I mean,
like your deepest.
Like you weren't able to think for yourself.
Were false.
Were learned.
Right.
It wasn't within you.
Right.
It was you were not infiltrated. You were it was something that it was a fad.
Yeah.
And you be okay. So you're belittling the lifestyle by saying, you just doing that
just because it's
you
were taught that.
Old Town Road did that.
Right.
Now you want to be gay now.
Like it was a possibility that you weren't gay, like it's due to like maybe a different path you've chosen through life that led you to be gay. If you walk left, maybe you would be straight.
But isn't there? I
don't know.
Isn't there a pathway that could be?
That is kind of the those fucking crazy camps in the Christian camps where they try to.
Oh, those are crazy, dude.
Those things are wild.
Yeah.
It's like you can go back to.
I'm
God.
not gay no more.
Oh my god.
Shit.
So that's what kind of leads to is like they're always pushing an agenda that you can always be normal, when like gay people, it doesn't matter. Everybody's normal.
Well, everybody. Yeah, like motherfucker who got foot fetish, motherfucker who like fat asses, fat titty. Like that's all a thing. Somebody could look at you and be like, "You like feet?
You like feet?
Ew, like that's a learned behavior."
You
when I was
piss? You like.
I guess my question would be: is there a world that can exist where they can agree? Like,
no.
You probably is right, but I gotta say it just for debating purposes, and I'm gonna try to word it correctly.
Where we can all be equal and have no discrimination.
Oh no! Oh no, not that.
Like
I've never.
Yeah, no.
Remember, I have no faith in humanity.
Oh yeah. We got no.
I'm not asking that question, but I'm saying like, for instance, I can say things I've learned has shaped who I am. Right. So things I know in my 30s that I didn't know in my 20s is learned behavior, but for some reason that's a positive connotation. So is there a way to turn like, let's say that 10, 15 years ago, I was like, yeah, I did like women, and I started embracing who I was, and I like the gay lifestyle better, like, and that can just be positive. Like, why can't somebody just choose to be gay and we're okay with that? Why does it have to be an eternal? Why can't motherfuckers say, you know what? I was fucking women and that shit got boring and I'm gay and I really like this shit and I'm gonna die gay, and we just be like, congrats. Like, why do we have to be like, why can't that world exist?
Yeah.
Like with the marijuana one.
I mean,
you know how they were saying, like, it's not because of marijuana, it's because of the prisons.
Right.
Like, what is the underlying reason for not fucking with gay people in that community?
Right.
How will it negatively impact you in any way?
It doesn't.
The fact that they're happy?
Because it's two different worlds. Like, whatever they do does not affect you at all.
But even if we combine, it's just like you say, you'll stand right next to a motherfucker that likes to sniff farts out of girls' ass, but you don't know it. But if you knew, you like, get your dumb... You would then your biases would come. That's how like if somebody's gay, they should be able to. It shouldn't even be two separate worlds.
And
it should
most
just
definitely like the other person being insecure, because the other side, they're always saying like, "Oh, gay people, you gonna hit on me the whole time when I'm around you." It's
like you're the hottest
gonna
dude.
Hit on your ugly ass.
Woman or man's gonna hit on your bum ass. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
That's an ignorance.
Yeah,
that's another show for males, egos and ignorance. We could discuss that another topic.
This can go in a whole different direction.
But
so
on the surface of the gay thing, because I would think if you created a positive connotation that said I chose to be gay, because right now it has a negative connotation, but it just changed the narrative of I chose his lifestyle and I fuck with it, and but then that would go with the people who are saying scientifically it doesn't make sense that you were born gay, and then everybody, okay, so you're agreeing you chose. The science was right. There's no more to argue about. I feel like a lot of people speak right now because they just have something to argue about.
Right, like, why are we still holding on to this subject?
Who cares if they were born or not?
Bro.
Like, if you're gay right now, you came out and say, I chose to be gay when I turned 22. Like, I don't see myself going, wait, you weren't born? You were
gay?
phony. You're gay. You're phony. You're not a real gay.
You're not a real gay.
You learned that.
That's basically what it is.
The fuck? Who cares?
You ain't a real gay. I'll show you real gay.
Right? It's like, hey, I would respect you if you were born with it, bro, but you learned that shit. You're fake, bro.
You're fake, bro.
You're not true to yourself.
No way, bro.
See, I was born straight, and I'm still straight.
He's like, I didn't have to learn to be straight.
Yeah, it's just like, why can't...
How do we... like, who gives a shit?
Who cares?
Let's just get off of that. I have no idea how we got on that topic.
I don't even...
Oh, we were talking about Boosie, and then we were talking about Dwayne Wade's kid. And then I'm starting to connect the dots. But yeah, Boosie, you're not going...
we do so well.
Boosie, you're not going to win that money.
Yeah, sorry.
Boosie, don't do it. Don't do it, Boosie.
Maybe you might get...
You thought you lost $20 million. Now you're going to lose $40 million in lawyer fees fucking with Zuckerberg. I'm just saying that right.
He's trying to take a risk. He's trying to gamble.
Take
the wrong gamble.
Zuckerberg
Take the
went
risk.
through the machine.
See, because you know what? It probably sounds like a good idea.
In front of the machine. Sat in front of the machine and...
Well, you know what's the most ignorant part about his whole claim? Is that your chance to make $20 million is off Zuckerberg's platforms.
That's
like the brand deals that you had is because of the amount of followers and shit you had on Zuckerberg's shit. So like, I don't use shit. Like, the reason why you even was able to make money was because of me. So what the fuck are you talking about?
He's like,
that's hilarious.
You know, how about this? We agree to disagree. I just shut everything down.
Then nobody.
Now go make your own little money on your little CDs and little streams you do, motherfucker.
Make your own app.
Like, what are you? How you gonna sue the motherfucker that's been feeding you? Cause he put you on timeout cause you broke the rules. Like,
that's really what it is.
That's all it was. He shut you down because you broke the rules, and you're gonna sue him for I lost all this money because I broke the rules and he shut me down.
That's not like someone who know he fucked up and he's like, how can I scam or scheme this shit back in my favor?
Bro, that shit's stupid.